Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again, and damn, I don't even know where to start. Just losing Monday. It's Columbus Day, so I know some people are off of work today, but hey, I'm still working. I guess, you know, most jobs look at it like Columbus ain't discovered nothing because the Native Americans were already there. But it is what it is. As far as that game last night, my thoughts, the way I feel about it, it's hard to not look at this team and be like, oh, we're just a mediocre, average 8-8 team. When you look at it from a standpoint, the defense did what they could yesterday. You can tell that they were tired as hell because one thing that I know is that you can't keep your defense on the field that long. You cannot. Because what happens is they get tired. They start making simple mistakes. They start missing tackles. And you got wide open gaps. And the other team basically comes through them holes and just makes you feel like, and they make you pay for it. And that's what they did to us last night. Now, Deshaun Watson was definitely the better quarterback last night for more than one reason. Not because Dak can't be better, but again, whoever their coordinator, I don't even know who their offensive coordinator is, but they were making plays and they were calling plays and they were allowing Deshaun Jackson. They were allowing Deshaun Watson to do his thing. Roll out, throw the ball. Dak can do the same thing. He's done the same thing. But for whatever reason, they tell him, hey, this is what I need you to do at this situation. You saw when Dak was in the hurry-up offense and they were going no huddle, Dak was in his element. He was looking confident. He made plays. And again, I say this over and over again. When you put Tavon Austin in the game and he gets that ball, positive things happen. And when he's not in the game, you know that Zeke is dealing with bursitis in his knee. You know, inflammation and things of that nature. You know that his ankle ain't right. You know that he's not 100%. So utilize your other weapons. You got Rod Smith. Hell, you could have used Jameis Olawale in short yardage situation. There's no excuse for that. That's all coaching right there. I look at Jason Garrett, I'm like, bro, your game management sucks. I don't understand. You played in the National Football League. You were Troy Aikman's backup for years with the very team that you now coach for. You should know everything about this team, bro. Like, and then you've been the coach for 8 seasons. Offensive coordinator before that. So you were here 12. My whole thing is this. Well, how do you not make a game plan to put your team in a better position to win? You have guys out there that can get the job done. I feel like as a coach, if you don't have confidence in your offense, how the hell you expect your players to play better? How do you expect your players to go out there and have confidence and be like, oh, well, if the coach ain't got confidence, what the hell are we doing? What are we doing? So I look at it like, why? Why are you the coach? Why are you still here? We ain't won an NFC championship game with you. We only have a handful of playoff wins. And we ain't been to the big game. You see your rival Eagles make the Super Bowl last year, and that still doesn't get you a drive to change what you do. The problem is Jason Garrett has this philosophy of, I'm going to do it my way. And we're just going to take what we have and we're just going to pound it and we're just going to make it happen. It don't always work like that because you play against different defenses every week. Some are stronger than others. You have to know who you're playing. It's almost like you watch the team and you watch the coaching staff make these crazy decisions and you're like, are y'all even watching tape? Are you even watching tape on the other team? Because common sense will tell you, if you see what they're doing, you should be able to try to counteract that. Now, I understand everything in your game plan is not going to work because there's teams that have the talent enough to stop you. But again, in-game adjustments, you can see when you're playing somebody in the game how the game is going. You see how they're playing you. You see how strong or weak their cornerbacks or their safeties are. You see how good their pass rush is. So why would you not figure that? You have those expensive-ass Microsoft Surface tablets on the sideline to watch the plays, the pass plays that happen in the game. So learn from the mistakes and fix it and make it better. Why are you not doing that? So again, you're averaging 16 points a game. That is not going to cut it in the NFL. You got a second-year guy, Patrick Mahomes, out here lighting up the damn league. They are now 5-0, killing the game right now. They are letting Patrick Mahomes rip. Allow Dak to be better. Allow him to rip. Dak Prescott said himself in the post-game press conference that, hey, I don't question the coaching staff. I just listen to what they say, and I do what they ask me to do. But you already know in Dak's mind, he like, man, let me do me, bro. I'ma do me. Let me do me, bro. Let me be me. Let me be Dakota Rain Prescott. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. So why would you not play to your quarterback's strengths? You got a dynamic running back. You got a fast receiver in Tavon Austin. You got another fast guy in Deontay Thompson. You got another fast guy in Bryce Butler. You don't utilize them. Bryce Butler, I think I saw him on one play, and that was that Hail Mary. I didn't see number 19 on the field. So for Jason to say in the post-game press conference that you didn't go for it on 4th and 1 because your defense was playing good all game. Yeah, until they got tired. And you knew the defense was tired. So why would you keep... It's like getting a scab and you keep picking at it and it makes a scar. You are making a scar on this team. You are making a scar on this team. And it pisses me off because I'm like, 4th and goddamn 1. In overtime, bruh. 4th and 1 in overtime. You gotta go for it. You got NFL analysts out here this morning talking so much crap and questioning you as a coach because you didn't go for it on 4th and 1 in overtime, bruh. You could have put the game away. It is an interstate rival. Governor's Cup. I-45. You could have put that game away, Jason Garrett. Oh, what did Jason Garrett say? Oh, well, we had the 3rd and 2 before that, and we didn't convert. Well, call a better freaking play. Call a better play. Let me give you some options, Jason Garrett, since you don't figure it out. You're 4th and 1. You were 10 yards away from field goal range. 42 yards away from the end zone, which would have been a victory. Which would have been a victory had you made a touchdown. Now, I'm not asking you to make the touchdown right there. I'm just asking you to get 1 damn yard. 1 yard. And running it up the gut with an injured Ezekiel Elliott is not going to cut it right there on 4th and 1 because they know that that's coming. Stupid. What you should have done was you should have took that 4th and 1, let Dak have the option of the RPO, and guess what you should have done? You could have play faked it to Ezekiel Elliott, did an end around to Tavon Austin because you would have hit that corner. Or you got a big ass quarterback that has long legs that could have got you a quarterback sneak and got you that first yard, that 1 yard run. Or you have a big fullback with Jameis Olawale. And Jameis Olawale, you seen what the Raiders did with him. You seen what he can do. You could have gave him the ball. You think the Texans would ever think that you would give the ball to the fullback and you ain't used the fullback all game? You had him in like, what, 2 or 3 offensive snaps? They see Jameis Olawale. They're not going to think Jameis Olawale get the ball. You could have had both in Ezekiel Elliott in that backfield. You could have faked it like you were going to throw it and ran him up in there. Because they're not looking for him. They're looking for Zeke. Ezekiel Elliott had 54 yards running all day. So you know that they were trying to stop Zeke. But they're not looking for this guy. Neither were they paying attention to Tavon Austin. I just gave you multiple options right there, coach. I am just a fan. I have never played in the NFL. I'm not even a coach, bro. Figure it out. You just lost it for your team, Jason Garrett. And to sit here and not have confidence in your offense and say that your defense could have stopped them, knowing damn well your defense was tired as hell. And then you wonder why DeAndre Hopkins got that long pass and those yards after catch to seal the win. Because your defense is tired, bro. There's no excuse for that. Don't put your defense in a situation like that where your offense was capable enough to get a first down. Just because it didn't work on 3rd and 2 doesn't mean that you couldn't have made it on 4th and 1 if you would have used a little bit of creativity. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Flip that crap and got that first down and lived to see another down to win that game. They could have won that game. This is what I was talking about in my matchup video. We don't play aggressive enough. You had to go out there and play aggressive with a team that's hungry. The Texans won because they were hungry. The Texans won because they wanted it more than the damn Cowboys wanted it. And that's the bottom line. That's all I got to say. Thanks again for all my subscribers. Like, share, comment. It's your boy E2 Blue. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Hopefully we have a better week next week. But I don't know because we're playing against the Jaguars and they have an even better defense than the Texans. Well, good luck with that this week. Oh, yeah, one more thing. And I talked to Mark Holmes about this last night. Just something for y'all to think about. You know that we played this game with only 52 players on the roster, right? Think about it. They put both Travis Frederick and Terrence Williams on IR prior to the game. David Irving is on the 53, but he didn't come to the game. There's still another spot because Terrence Williams is off the roster. So what does that mean? They didn't pull anybody from the practice squad because normally what a team would do is they would bring a guy up from the practice squad. They didn't do that. They could have brought another defensive player. They could have brought another wide receiver, which would have been stupid because they don't use them anyway. They could have brought another player that they have on the practice squad up because you only have 52 players. But because of the rules, they had to... If you have less than 53 players on your active roster, you have to either bring somebody up from the practice squad or you have to cut them. So they opted to cut somebody just to leave a spot open. So what does that mean? Monday is normally the players' days off. So that's when Cowboys normally work players out. So is somebody coming in here? Are they actually going to bring in Dez? Are they going to bring in a safety? Are they going to bring in somebody that can help this team? Because they need to. Think about that. Just think about that. 52 players. There's still another spot on the roster without you having to make any more adjustments. Just food for thought on that one. But anyway, it's your boy E2 Blue. I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great Monday.